Let's finish the year strong. Hey ladies, I'm back and this is the Mamas in Control podcast. I'm Heather Chauvin and we have a few weeks left of 2021. It's go time. So every single day you're going to hear a podcast from me. This podcast are tips, tricks, strategies, clips from inside of our mastery and our mastery business coaching experience. We talk about parenting. We talk about emotional health. We talk about managing our energy and our time. But more importantly, this is about how we show up in the world. We all know who we want to become. We know what we don't want in our lives. Therefore, we know what we do want in our lives. And sometimes figuring that out, that's where the magic happens. When we know how to master our fear, master our guilt, master our resistance, and not push through it. This is not about burnout. It's not about hustling. This is about showing up, shifting our identity and showing up in a way that feels aligned and alive with the life that we want to be living. Whether it's at home or in your career, you could work in corporate, you could be a business owner, whoever you are in the world, you are ready to make a bigger impact. You are ready to feel alive. So if you are somebody who's been following me for a while and waiting until we open the doors to our coaching programs, now is the time. We are doing our interviews for 2022 start dates. So head on over to heatherchauvin.com/mastery. Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/mastery. And if you are interested in our mastery business coaching experience, this is for women, professional women who are either trying to leave corporate and want to market their skills. You are a badass and you know you're good at it, but you just have no idea how to do marketing or sales. Check out our mastery business experience. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/business. And maybe you have no desire to start a business, or maybe you don't own a business and you are just incredibly overwhelmed and you have no idea where to start. And the thought of entering a longer term program, whether it's 8 months with a big investment, feels really overwhelming to you. That's why this year we decided to open the doors for the first time ever publicly for our Mastery Jumpstart experience. This is a 2-month container of space helping you start to get the engine going, creating that momentum for you. So you get everything that we give our students inside of our mastery experience. You get a mentor, you get access to me, you get the modules, you get the live calls. And it's only 2 months, which means it's a fraction of the investment as well. So if you've been hanging out a while and you've been wanting to work with me, but you're like, holy crap, how am I going to make this happen? Now is the time. But here's the trick. The doors do close at the end of December, and we will not be opening them again for Mastery Jumpstart until the spring. So now is the time to join us and book that call. So head on over to Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/mastery. You have one life and so many opportunities to change the trajectory of how you feel and what your future looks like. Now is the time to take that action. heatherchauvin.com/mastery. Do not pass up this opportunity. Once the doors are closed, they will be closed until the spring. All right, let's dive into today's podcast.
And I know I have a codependency on, when somebody else is there or whatever it is, I will purposely put myself in situations where the pressure is on. I challenge myself constantly with physical challenges like climbing a mountain or going on a ridiculous trip or signing up for a race that I don't think I can join or hiring somebody who's going to kick my ass, but not in a way where I'm going to burn out. It's like I'm just challenging myself. So keeping that in mind as well. Something scares the crap out of you, it's probably the direction you should go in. But when you have that added pressure, there's nowhere to turn. You're backed into it. and you have to make a decision. You can no longer be wishy-washy about if you're going to, create the situation or not. Another example is divorce, right? People will go through separations or their relationships are changed and they're like, fuck, now I actually have to look at my money, or now I have to look at this relationship stuff. Or now I have to do the inner work that I was avoiding, or I can't blame somebody else anymore. The bedtime stuff, it's like, your lack of sleep is so bad that now it's deteriorating your health or your relationship. You're like, I have to look at this. I can't avoid it anymore. So pressure is such a good thing. So pressure equals contrast, what we don't want. It is such a beautiful thing. So when you're catching yourself saying, not this, the next question to ask yourself is, am I done with my bullshit yet? And then if you're not done with your bullshit yet, what can you do to put yourself in a situation where you're going to make yourself be done with your bullshit and there's no backing out? So that's the risk taker in me, which is a muscle that I've developed over the years. I was not always a risk taker. But when you begin to master this resistance game, you realize, oh crap, that's all it is. It's through. You can't back out. You can't go around it. You just go through it. And it's short discomfort for long-term freedom. But when you're in the discomfort, you feel like you're going to die sometimes. But that's just temporary. But that's also your brain just trying to keep you safe. So, okay.
Heather.
Now we're going to...
Heather, can I say one more thing? Because I feel like, especially with new people on the call, when you first asked me that, I almost explained it away. And to what you just said, like for the new people on the call, it's not like I was just journaling my way to this point. I've actually moved towards my desires, retired and lived a beach life, and realized wherever you go, there you are. Your own bullshit is not location dependent. And the work for signing up with you more than once, I feel like, and this is something I'm working on, like answering in integrity and owning it. I don't want to just, when you said, why at this point, the pressure cooker I've put myself in situations, or situations have happened to me in the last 5 years that have carved out this moment that I'm in now. And I want to honor that and honor the hard work that it took to constantly fall and get back up.
3 years ago, I invested in working with Heather, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. It actually saved my life. It saved my marriage, saved my business, and saved my sanity as a mom. I did not know that I was going to grow into this capable woman who had 5 little tiny children, a business where I work less and make more, and a marriage where I actually feel totally seen. In my life, 3 years ago, I would have never thought that I was capable of doing that. But with the help of Heather and just the tools that she gave me, but even more so, just caring genuinely about her clients, that was what I really needed in my life to see my potential. And I'm sitting here now thinking, what are the next 3 years going to bring? Because I know it's just going to get better and better, because what she gave me is lifelong. And it's a gift that keeps giving. And if you keep doing the work, you keep growing. I could never fully repay Heather, and I don't know if she'll ever know the extent that she's saved my life.
Well, that's it. And I wanted to thank you for listening today, because I truly believe you are exactly where you need to be. And now I have a favor to ask. In exchange for the value you've gained from this free podcast, I'd be forever grateful if you would leave us a review on iTunes. Share the show with at least one woman in your life who you feel would benefit, and or take a screenshot and share it on social media. And always feel free to tag me at Heather Chauvin. The world does not benefit from your guilt and fatigue. The world needs more women who are willing to unlearn everything they've been taught. Women who are courageous enough to feel good and not let guilt run the show. I believe you are that courageous woman. To see if my community and coaching is the right fit for you and your big vision, the relationships you desire, the money, time, energy that you know deep down you are capable of creating, then head on over to heatherchauvin.com/work with me. That's Heather Chauvin, CHAUVIN.com/work with me, and take the next step in the right direction. Taking a stand for how you feel means you are taking a stand for how your children show up as adults. And if you have a personal question or topic you'd like me to answer on the podcast, text me 313-710-5199. 313-710-5199. You are so worthy of feeling good. Now go do some scary shit.